Now the topic that we will understand today is central bank. Now একটা কান্ট্রিতে কমার্শিয়াল ব্যাংকস অনেকটা থাকতে পারে, ঠিক আছে? একটা কান্ট্রিতে কমার্শিয়াল ব্যাংকস অনেকটা থাকতে পারে, সে আমরা কান্ট্রিতে এসবিআই, ইউবিআই, ইউকো ব্যাংক এটসেট্রা। বাট সেন্ট্রাল ব্যাংক সব কান্ট্রিতেই একটাই থাকবো, ওয়ান অ্যান্ড অনলি, ঠিক আছে? সো ইন আওয়ার কেস দিস ইজ আরবিআই, দ্যাট ইজ রিজার্ভ ব্যাংক অফ ইন্ডিয়া, ঠিক আছে? যে আরবিআইটা এস্টাবলিশ হয়েছিল 1935 1st এপ্রিল। কবে এস্টাবলিশ হয়েছিল? 1935 1st এপ্রিল। সো এইসব পয়েন্ট তোমরা মনে রাখো, ইম্পর্টেন্ট ফর এক্সাম। এবং এটা ন্যাশনালাইজড হয়েছিল 1949 1st জানুয়ারি। So when RBI was established in the year 1935. When it was nationalized in the year 1949 1st January. তার হেডকোয়ার্টার কই? তার হেডকোয়ার্টার হইল মুম্বাই। কোন জায়গাতে তার হেডকোয়ার্টার আছে? মুম্বাই। নাও এট প্রেজেন্ট তার গভর্নর কে? আরবিআই গভর্নর হলো সঞ্জয় মালহোত্রা। কে? সঞ্জয় মালহোত্রা। নাও এগুলো ফিক্সড, এটা চেঞ্জ হইতে পারে তোমরা এক্সামের সময় যদি গভর্নর ডে চেঞ্জ করে দিস এন্ড দ্যাট। সো দ্য লাস্ট ওয়ান মে চেঞ্জ, উপরেরটা আমার কাছে অলওয়েজ সেম। নাও হোয়াট ইজ আরবিআই অর সেন্ট্রাল ব্যাংক? আমরা ফার্স্ট বুঝতে লাগবো, we will understand its meaning and its functions. Now in order to understand the meaning of RBI, let us try to recall the meaning of commercial banks. Fine. Now what happened in commercial banks? আমরা যখন commercial banks এর meaning বুঝি, we try to understand by looking at the functions of commercial bank. That is, there are basically two functions or criteria. If any bank performs, that will be considered as commercial bank. Like if any bank accept deposit from the public and advances loan to the public, then that bank is considered as commercial bank. So আমরা ডেফিনেশনে না গিয়া ডাইরেক্টলি আমরা তার ফাংশনস দিয়া আইডেন্টিফাই করি ব্যাংকটা কমার্শিয়াল কি না। In the same way, there are two functions mainly, actually there are many functions, but there are two important criteria based on which one can identify that that bank is a central bank of a country or not. That if these two criteria are fulfilled, then that particular bank is considered as central bank. What are the two criteria? Criteria number one is if a bank maintains, regulates, controls all banking institution of a country, all banking or financial institution of a country. What I am saying, if anyone or any institute regulates, controls, monitor, maintains all the banking and financial institution, excluding insurance institution, insurance ke exclude kore, without insurance other banking institutions ke jodi keu regulate kore, if anyone regulates, monitor, controls, then that bank is central bank. Or other way, central bank is the only bank which do this. Am I clear? The second criteria is issuing currency notes. Ki issuing currency notes. In fact, in a country there is always only one bank which issue currency note. There is only one bank which publish currency notes, and that bank is nothing but the central bank, and in our case it is the RBI. That is why it is said that central bank is the apex bank, that is the topmost bank, because that bank is doing two most important things. One, it is controlling all the monetary banking institution of the country, and it is publishing currency notes. Clear? Now let's come to its functions. Now let us understand its functions. The first function of central bank is issuing currency notes. আমরা আগের চ্যাপ্টারে দেখছি সেন্ট্রাল ব্যাংক হ্যাজ দ্য সোল অথরিটি। সোল বুঝায় তো one and only authority কার আছে? who has? Central bank. There is no other institution in a country which can publish or issue currency notes. Now on what ground central bank publishes currency notes? On the requirement, needs of the country, depends on the economic situation of the country. RBI governor তার ইচ্ছা মতো on his or her wish cannot publish currency note. That governor has to see the situation of the economy, and what are these we will discuss later. But the first function of central bank is issuing currency notes, and that notes currency publishing depends on economic situation. Point number 2, that is second function, is banker to government. Public bank kunta? Which bank is public bank? Which is my bank? Which is your bank? SBI, UBI, UCO, ICICI, Axis Bank, Punjab and National Bank, etc. etc. These are my bank. These are your bank. Then which bank is government bank? Government bank is central bank or RBI. That is, I do all the transactions through commercial banks, and central bank does all the transactions through, government does all the transactions through RBI or central bank. That is, central bank, RBI, is the agent of whom? Of government. আমরা আন্ডার কমার্শিয়াল ব্যাংক আমরা একটা ফাংশন দেখছি, that is coming under secondary function called the agency function, where commercial bank acts as an agent of the public. Now which is acting as an agent of the government? That is RBI. The third function of central bank is banker to banks. Banks means banker to commercial banks. এই ফাংশনের আরেকটা নাম দিতে পারো গার্জিয়ান অফ commercial bank. Commercial banks. Who is the guardian of commercial banks, or who is the banker to bank? That is RBI or central bank. That is, if I need anything, need means if I need any financial support, financial assistance, I will go to SBI, UBI. If SBI, UBI needs any financial support, they will approach to RBI or central bank. That is, on their requirement, on their financial crisis or any other issue, commercial bank will approach to central bank, and central bank will definitely help them because central bank is the guardian. If you face trouble, তোমরা যদি সমস্যা ফেস করো, তোমরা প্যারেন্টস এর কাছে যখন যাবে, মা আর বাবা প্রথম তোমার কিছু গালিগালাজ করবে, কেন করলে দিস এন্ড দ্যাট, বাট they will definitely help you because they are your parents, they are your guardian. Similarly, RBI is the guardian or central bank is the guardian of all the commercial banks. Understand? That is, central bank is acting as an agent, as an advisor, as a supervisor of whom? Of all the commercial banks in the country. Am I clear? Is it okay? Now let's come to the fourth function and the most important one. Fourth one and the most important. And that is controller of credit. That is nothing but loan. Now let us understand the whole mechanism and please ভালো করে attention দাও। আমার লোন লাগে টাকা লাগে। Now that money I can get from the commercial bank. So I approach to any bank, any commercial bank, that I need this much of loan, 1 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 50 lakhs, 5,000, whatever. Now, okay, commercial bank will give me loan because it is its second functions. And the most important one, commercial bank has taken deposit from anybody else and that they will now perform the second function by advancing loan to me. Fine. And second, and against this, the commercial bank will charge interest. That is okay. Commercial bank আমাকে মুখ দেখে লোন দেবে না, আমাকে যা লোন দেবে এর এগেইনস্টে সে ইন্টারেস্ট চার্জ করবে। না কত টাকা সে ইন্টারেস্ট চার্জ করবে, হাউ মাচ, দ্যাট ইজ ইট ইজ হিজ ডিসিশন। That is decision of the commercial bank. Central bank, though guardian, will not interfere. Central bank will not dictate the commercial bank that charge this interest, charge that interest. No. This is the sole decision of the commercial bank that if they advance loan, against that loan what interest they will charge. But behind the door, the main role about charging interest rate is being done by central bank. কি বললাম আমি? কমার্শিয়াল ব্যাংকের তার নিজস্ব এটা ব্যাপার, সে লোনের এগেইনস্টে কত টাকা ইন্টারেস্ট চার্জ করবে, বাট সে কত টাকা চার্জ করবে ইন্টারেস্ট সেই অ্যামাউন্টটা হয়তো ডিসাইড সেন্ট্রাল ব্যাংকে করিয়া দেন না, বাট সেটা বাড়াইয়া করবে না কমাইয়া করবে সেটা কিন্তু সেন্ট্রাল ব্যাংকের পিছন থেকে সব দাবার ও চেসের যেরকম গুটি সাজায় সেই গুটিটা সাজায়। Are you getting? Now the question is how this mechanism works. How central bank, though loan is created by commercial bank, please try to understand the word. Loan is created by commercial bank but controlled by central bank. How this mechanism works? Now this mechanism works through some monetary policy or monetary instrument. Now, একটা countryতে, in a country there are two types of broad policies are there. One is called fiscal policy, another is called monetary policy. Now, fiscal policy is taken by government, the central government. Now, fiscal policy is related to tax and expenditure. What the tax would be, where government will spend, etc., etc. This policy is called fiscal policy. The second policy, 2 number policy, and that is monetary policy. Now, this policy is taken by the central bank, and that is called either monetary policy or monetary instrument. মানে এইখানে কিছু ইনস্ট্রুমেন্ট আছে, কিছু ইনস্ট্রুমেন্ট বুঝতে পারো, ইনস্ট্রুমেন্ট গেটিং, not economic word, instrument মানে রাস্তা, ways. Fine. There are some policies or instrument taken by or taken by RBI through which RBI control credit. কিছু মনিটারি ইনস্ট্রুমেন্ট আছে যে ইনস্ট্রুমেন্ট দিয়া দরজার পিছনে আরবিআই এ ক্রেডিট রে কন্ট্রোল করছে, ডাইরেক্টলি কিছু বলছে না কমার্শিয়াল ব্যাংকে সে ইউ চার্জ দিস অর দ্যাট, সে অন্যভাবে ব্যাপারটা করেন। নাও এই ইনস্ট্রুমেন্টগুলো কি কি? There are many instruments. One is CRR, SLR, repo rate, reverse repo rate, bank rate, open market operation, margin requirement, model suasions. These are some popular instruments, monetary instruments, through which RBI or central bank controls credit. What are these? CRR, SLR, repo rate, reverse repo rate, bank rate, open market operation, margin requirements, model suasions. And we need to know all these one by one. For the time being, আমরা শুধু ফোকাস করব এই দুটাতে, that is CRR and SLR. For the time being, আমরা সবকিছু দরকার, আমরা ফোকাস করব CRR আর SLR এর উপরে। Now let us understand first the meaning, and then we will understand that how these two works in controlling credit. Understood? প্রথমে আমরা তার মিনিং গুলো বুঝি, তারপরে আমরা বুঝবো এই দুটায় কিভাবে কন্ট্রোল রে রেগুলেট করে, ক্রেডিট রে রেগুলেট করে বা কন্ট্রোল করে। হোয়াট ইজ সিআরআর? চলো বুঝতে গিয়া আমরা ধরলাম একটা মানুষ এ, সে একটা ব্যাংকে গেল, SBI for example, and he deposited 100 rupees in SBI. That is the first function of SBI is completed, accepting deposit. Getting? Now SBI will perform the second function, giving loan. Now the question comes whether this whole 100 rupees deposited in SBI can give loan. Answer is no. Directly no. যে পুরো 100 রুপিস SBI তে যে ডিপোজিট হলো, সেই পুরো 100টা কি SBI এ লোন দিতে পারবে? No. Why not? Because RBI saying that SBI or any other commercial bank has to maintain mandatorily two reserves out of its deposit, and these two reserves are, one is CRR, another is SLR. What are these? RBI বলছে তোমার হাতে যা টাকা ডিপোজিট হলো তার একটা পার্সেন্টেজ তুমি আমারে দিতে লাগবে। Let me repeat. RBI saying to SBI that whatever is deposited in your account, in your bank, out of this some percentage you have to give to me. Clear? And that is called CRR. That is, out of the deposit, what SBI will give to RBI is called CRR. Now that percentage is fixed and determined by RBI. RBI বলবে যে সে SBI এ তাকে কত টাকা দেবে, কত পার্সেন্ট টাকা দেবে। Is it okay? Let me complete. One reserve done. Second one, আবার RBI বলছে তোমার হাতে রেস্ট যা টাকা রইলো তার একটা পার্সেন্টেজ you have to keep with yourself. Now RBI is saying that whatever money is kept in your bank, out of this money a certain percentage you have to keep with yourself, and that is technically called SLR or statutory liquidity ratio, and CRR is cash reserve ratio, SLR is statutory liquidity ratio. So the gist of the same, central bank is saying to the commercial bank that you have to maintain two reserves. One, CRR, where you will keep some money, and that money is kept with me, that is RBI, and that is CRR. What percentage? I will tell you. You can't decide. Similarly, out of the deposit, a certain percentage you have to keep with yourself. Fine? And that is called SLR. Now here again, what percentage you will keep with yourself, that is also being decided by me. You can't decide. ঠিক আছে, শুনে যাও না কি হলো ব্যাপারটা। এসবিআই আরবিআই বলছে কিছু টাকা তুমি আমারে দিবে, কিছু টাকা তুমি নিজের কাছে রাখবে। কেন রাখবে নিজের কাছে? বিকজ অল দ্য কমার্শিয়াল ব্যাংক হ্যাভ টু মেনটেন ইটস এক্সপেন্ডিচার। সব কমার্শিয়াল ব্যাংকের এক্সপেন্ডিচার আছে, হিজ এমপ্লয়িজ স্যালারি, ম্যানেজমেন্ট of office branch, etc., etc. Many more expenditure is there, crores and crores expenditure. Now how to maintain this expenditure? Commercial bank will maintain this expenditure. One source is SLR. And what is the source of the income of RBI? RBI source of income, one of the sources, largest sources, CRR. Now mechanism is not over. Let me complete. Situation is very simple. আমরা আবার assume করি ব্যাপার। There is one commercial bank, let us assume only one. Some people has deposited some amount in the bank. Out of this amount, commercial SBI will give some percentage to RBI, which is called CRR. SBI will keep some percentage with themselves, which is called SLR, and both this percentage is fixed by RBI. Fine? Is it okay till now? Now, next mechanism. Suppose RBI said CRR and SLR, including CRR and SLR, it is 20%. Just for example, RBI বলছে যে CRR আর SLR মিলিয়ে এটা 20%। তার মানে out of 100, 20 is gone, rupees 20 gone, some in the hand of RBI, some amount is in the hand of SBI. So what is left with SBI? 80 rupees. Now this 80 rupees SBI will advance loan to somebody else at a percentage, for example 7%. Just for example 7%. Fine. Now this CRR and SLR, this percentage subject to change, and in the language of banking it is called revision. What is called? Revision. Now central bank often revise CRR and SLR. When? Nobody knows. It depends on the economic situation of the country. What situations I will discuss later. এখন দরকার নাই. Let me repeat. This CRR and SLR is not any fixed. This changes. In the language of banking it is called revised. Now central bank revised it as and when required. It may be after 1 week, it may be after 1 month, it may be after 6 months, it may be after 2 years, whatever it is, as and when it is required. Now suppose requirement arises and RBI saying that now CRR and SLR is not 20%, it is 30%. CRR and SLR is how much? And the same 100 rupees is deposited. Now what amount gone from the hand of SBI? 30 rupees gone. It is not 20%, 30%. 30 rupees gone. So what is left with SBI? 70%. That is lesser fund available with SBI. Fund is less now. Why fund is less? Why fund is less? Bolo, simple. Why lesser fund is in the hand of SBI? RBI has revised, RBI has increased CRR and SLR. Now the logic said, mechanism said, if there is a lesser funds available with a commercial bank will increase this interest rate. So now this is say 8%. Now if interest rate rises, people will take less loan. Now are you getting কথাটা বুঝতে পারলে? পিছনের দরজা দিয়ে এই যে 7 থেকে 8 করলো, এটা আরবিআই বলে নাই। আরবিআই জাস্ট সিআরআর এসএলআর বাড়াই দিছে। তো সিআরআর এসএলআর বাড়াইতে এসবিআই এর হাতে কম টাকা, তখন এসবিআই দেখছে আমার হাতে কম টাকা, তো আমার ইন্টারেস্ট রেট বাড়াইয়া লোন দিব। দিস ইজ দ্য লজিক এন্ড সিম্পল থিং। আর ইউ গেটিং? Other way, suppose this is not 30%, this is 10%. So what amount gone from SBI? 10 rupees. If 100 is deposited, 10 rupees is in the hand of SBI. So what is 10 rupees gone from the hands of SBI, what is left? 90 rupees, more funds than the earlier. If there is a more fund available with SBI, interest rate will be less. Say it is 6%. Now if less interest rate is there, more loan will be created. So loan creation is done by a commercial bank, controlled by RBI. Now in controlling, RBI will play or use different instruments, and the popular two instruments are CRR and SLR. And how these are related to loan creation? These are inversely related to loan creation. If CRR and SLR rises, lesser loan is created. Am I clear? Clear? If CRR and SLR falls, higher loan is created. Though loan is giving by advancing loan is the function of commercial bank, আমরা পড়ে এসেছি. It is not the function of central bank, but controlling loan is the function of central bank. And how central bank controls? Through monetary policy. Various monetary policies are there. The two most popular is CRR and SLR. If RBI increases this, less loan created. If RBI decreases this, more loan created. Is it okay? Okay. Now let me complete, then I will take your questions. The fifth function is custodian of, this is very easy one and not complicated, nations foreign exchange reserves, যেটাকে আমরা একটা ওয়ার্ডে ফরেক্স লিখি, foreign exchange reserves. Now একটা কান্ট্রিতে যতটা ইন্টারন্যাশনাল কারেন্সি থাকতে পারে, in India there may be many more international currencies are there, including dollar, pound, euro, toka, etc., etc., and some gold reserves are there. Now where all these are kept? These are kept with RBI, that is custody. The custody of all the foreign currencies and gold is with central bank. Now আমার যদি সেই foreign currency লাগে, if I need, that is the public or citizen need foreign currencies, where they will get? They will get it from commercial bank. For this I will not go to RBI branch. I will go to any commercial bank branch where foreign currencies are available, and those commercial banks are getting from RBI. But the main source is central bank. So these are the 5 functions of central bank: issuing currency notes, banker to government, banker to bank, and controller of credit. And the last one is custodian of nations foreign exchange reserves. Clear?